Thank you very much for having me.
A back, neck, shoulders and scalp massage. I'm going to try and pull apart and hold. Another bass note, this is coriander. Hold, really strong. Knuckling in between the scapula, lightly down. Around the hips. Soothing, softening. Anchoring at the very top of the neck. So, August, come and join me.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, absolute pleasure, and thank you for travelling all this way, and I am so excited to treat you.
Oh, thank you.
We're having a lovely day of therapy, aren't
Yeah.
we? Yeah. So, I am going to enjoy giving you a back, neck, shoulders and scalp massage with essential oils. I use about 50 essential oils, and I've read your consultation form before you arrived.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of a few oils, and this morning when I treated you to core therapy for your channel,
Yeah.
we kinesiology muscle tested quite a few oils, and you were positive for all of them. You know your oils, so maybe that was part of it. You know that they were good, even though you couldn't read which ones they were. So because of that, I've had a little think before you arrive, and I have selected 3
Okay.
that I think would be good for you for this back, neck and shoulders treatment. And we'll see if they're positive or not.
Okay.
You might fail them all. Let's see how we go. It doesn't matter. I can always select some more. So, can you put little finger and thumb together for me?
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and pull them apart. Okay. So if this is strong, this is our baseline. Okay. I'm going to try and pull apart and hold. Really strong. Yeah. In the other hand, can you touch the oil to you? So the oil is touching you. Yeah. I'm going to try and pull and hold. Came apart. Okay. So we're not using rose.
Okay.
Rose Absolute. That's all right. Next one. And hold. Okay, it came apart a tiny bit. So if I'm being picky, I wouldn't use Mandarin.
Okay.
I can't believe this. And hold. Really strong. I mean, that was really strong. And that is clove bud. Now, I put a bit of a red herring in there, really. You can relax your hand now, because clove bud, I've hardly ever seen it fail with anyone. Now, you may not like the smell of it because it's a very strong smell. You're probably familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have it for toothache.
Aha, yes. Yeah, commonly used with tooth and gum disease.
Yeah.
But I know that with my kinesiology and my aromatherapy training, it's a big hitter. So whenever there's issues, and we're talking some serious issues as well as just normal life,
Yeah.
clove bud will win. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And the other 2 oils I had selected, mandarin and rose, are quite light oils. They're airy-fairy, lovely, fruity, flowery, beautiful. They're good for hormonal and refreshing, uplifting.
Yeah.
So I needed something solid underneath it. So that's why I chose the clove. Your body really wants clove, even if it's just 1 drop in the mix. So we're going to choose some different oils now. So I might go down a completely different route. So I'm maybe thinking Yes. I'm not saying what they are quite yet. We'll go through those. Yeah, okay. Right, let's see. So the same hand that was holding them, same hand that we're doing the test on, hold the oil to you. I'm going to pull and hold. The same as the mandarin. So they're going in different areas on the table and hold. Strong, okay? So, another, that's the one I said yes to. Another bass note, this is coriander.
Okay.
Do you know what coriander is good for?
No, I don't.
Digestive.
Okay.
Coriander seed. So it tends to be all the seeds are very good digestively.
Okay.
Like caraway, sesame,
Yeah.
coriander, aniseed.
Okay.
And hold. I knew that was going to be strong. What's this one? Cypress. Okay, so cypress is really cleansing. I mean, obviously we're used to cypress trees in the UK,
Yeah.
but also you often see them in Spain and Portugal.
Yeah.
They're really good respiratory, so
Okay.
any breathing difficulties, but also for those of us who breathe shallowly, it helps us to take a deeper breath.
Okay.
That will then help everything. It
Yeah.
will help all the organs because they'll get a massage every time you breathe. So we're just going to check another couple and hold. Okay, not really. So that was eucalyptus. One more, two more, and hold.
I really thought I tried to close that one and it still. What was that?
That was frankincense.
Okay.
It's sort of in between, but because I've got a choice, I don't think I'm going to be using it. And hold, really strong. Okay, you've got a theme here. You like bass notes. You know, you like being grounded and rooted. We had a conversation earlier about that, didn't we? And it is a nice feeling to feel grounded and rooted. It's also nice to feel away with the fairies and fruity and floral. But a marriage of the two is our best way forward. So we've got nutmeg, clove, coriander and cypress. Do you have a preference, or shall I use them all, or do you want to smell them?
I'm open to what you think.
Okay.
I'm happy to I especially like nutmeg.
What do you associate nutmeg with?
I actually have a lot of that in my diet, so yeah, I have it on a daily basis. I don't know whether it's smoothies, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have it with like banana a lot.
Interesting.
So I'm very much drawn to nutmeg. I don't know why.
Nutmeg's naturally sweet, isn't it? So it goes well with banana. Also, people might associate it because that's the flavour in the white sauce in lasagna.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, and clove, but only because that's for my body probably a very familiar one. And then those two are the only ones I'm being drawn to, but I am open to what you think.
I think we're going with all four.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put the others back. Now then, one other one I do want to test, but this is a carrier. Can you just hold that for me? Last test, and hold. Shame. Okay, never mind. So it's evening primrose, and evening primrose you may well be aware of because it's really good for balancing hormones.
Okay. So
whether we're going through infertility or after a baby or wanting to balance periods and tender breasts and everything around that is really lovely.
Okay.
But I've heard, I don't know if there's any professionals watching that could correct me, that it doesn't work until month 4 of taking it. If you were to take supplements,
Okay.
you need to take quite a high quantity, but then month 4 you really see the benefits.
Okay.
But not that one today, but we will be using my lovely organic sunflower oil with these beautiful essential oils.
Okay.
So if you want to get ready, and I'll mix this up for you.
Okay.
Okay, August, I'm just going to tie your hair up a little. Just take it away from your face, it'll be more comfortable. Beautiful hair. Amazing. give you a beautiful bun. That feel comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah. Mixed up the oils, warming it in my hands. I'm just going to hold it under the couch so you can smell what I'm working with.
That's lovely.
Good. And now applying the oil. Up to the neck, around the shoulders, down to the hips, strongly over the thoracics, and down the arms. Now that the oil has been applied over the whole back. So August, if you take 3 nice long breaths. Beautiful. Needing a little bit more oil. I think your skin is loving this combination, it's drinking it in. And then knuckling in between the scapula, pressure coming upwards over the shoulders towards the heart. Under the angel wing points and up. increasing the pressure slightly, working into the trapezius, deltoid, latissimus dorsi, up the erector spinae, and each side of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, soothing, softening, creating a flow. And a reverse effleurage, strongly up, lightly down. And around the obliques, an area that can store tension around the waist, just under the kidneys, soothing this gateway between the abdomen and the pelvis. Massaging into the iliac crest. It's an area that is feeling a little cool, showing the circulation isn't finding its way down to this area, but a massage will provide that spreading of the blood to create good health and nutrition down in the pelvic girdle. And a few acupressure holds either side of the spine in between each vertebra at the point of each disc, tuning into the energy of today, of the room, of August. And then clearing that channel from T1 in rows of finger pads all the way down to S1 and around. Repeating to the right side. Wonderful energy. That beautiful mix of the energy from therapist to client. Returning to clear the channel, creating a beautiful rosy line, and coming back to that effleurage around the hips, strongly with palms coming up. Pushing the shoulders down. And this time including the lower arm. Squeezing the fascia between the forearms, using thenas and heels of hands. Clearing away tension and any stress. And then an effleurage, petrissage combined around the edge of the scapula and over the top of the scapular flat plate of bone. And then down to iliac crest again, and then over the sacrum. Hands together, separating strongly at the waist and pushing heels of hands to the couch. Clearing toxins at this key lymph node area. Leaving one feel light and free. Then thumbs either side of the spine, double petrissage, moving upwards. And then a two-handed approach in larger circles around the key places of the hips, thoracics, lumbar, over the scapula. Creating some heat and movement, encouraging good flow. With those beautiful essential oils of clove bud, cypress, coriander, and nutmeg. And coming to some scissoring over the ribs. Lines of finger pads drawing away from the left spinal channel, clearing between and on the ribs any remnants and waste, any stagnation, down to the armpit and the other lymph nodes. Up to the neck, into the occiput. And then overlapping hands. Light and fast at first. And slowing down. attention and have a big job to do, holding the weight of our heads as it twists and turns, talks and eats and breathes. So our neck deserves some good, relaxing attention, stroking the muscles of the trapezius and the sternocleidomastoid to soothe any extra grip that's still gripping, spasm, strain. And then into the corner between the neck and shoulder, bringing the energy across and away from the shoulder point. Really strongly, and then turning up into the neck, all the way to the base of the cranium, the occiput. And then finally some stronger thumbs into that lovely top of trapezius and pushing with stronger acupressure, encouraging the body to release and let go, to take on the healing. And then up the back of the neck into the centre point, the main occiput meridian. Each side. And then into the saddle joint behind the ear, acupressure points. Finishing with a reverse effleurage. Working with eyes closed for most of the treatment creates such a connection, therapist to client, but also one is more aware of the areas of the body that need help and able to direct more attention in a bespoke manner. For August on this day today. I'm going to ask you to turn over August onto your back. Smoothing around the beautiful circle of the deltoid tip, clearing any stagnation, congestion around that channel in front of the shoulder point, and then up and over the top and back, anchoring with the thumb and smoothing with a row of knuckles up sternocleidomastoid to the occiput. Strongly down over the soft tissue into any spasm and strain, and stretching across, pushing the shoulder point down and bringing the neck and head over in a lovely stretch and back. Wonderful feeling in this soft tissue area between the shoulder point and the neck, pushing it back and over, rocking that trapezius edge so it bends backwards. Beautiful neck lift. Reaching down each side of the spine as far as possible, and then tilting the head back again to give a neck release like in core therapy, and a little stretch. Repeating. Supporting, anchoring at the very top of the neck, and allowing the head to tilt all the way back. Line of fingers supporting at the junction between the neck and the head. And then a nice stretch. And coming on to the scalp, holding the head behind at the occiput and massaging into the temples. And then to the temples, just in front of the ears, each side of the forehead. And then to the parietals over the top of the head, using flat thumb pads to massage over the sagittal suture in between the parietals. Such a nice place to have massaged, especially with acupressure. And then into the sides of the head with all the finger pads. Feeling that beautiful weight of intention. Intention to transmit healing, infuse relaxation, and bring a beautiful, grounded, settled feeling to the whole body, mind, and soul. Now some combing with very gentle nail tips, moving the hair follicles, stimulating the nerve endings. And then a little hair pulling. overlapping thumbs, tracing a line down the centre over parietals quite strongly, as far as I can go. And then duplicating that line with acupressure. Repeating to the edges near the frontal bone to the back and pushing with thumb pads. And then whole head massage with palms and heels of hands, circular fashion, round and clearing and around. And then very light touch, just smoothing away and some raindrops. Finishing with effleurages, smoothing from the décolleté, shoulders, up the neck, including a little time to the ears. Stretching the lobes, working around the equivalent of the spine, as in reflexology terms they are an upside down fetus with the head, the spine and the legs. And then back to the effleurages, smoothing a couple more times. taking 3 nice long breaths. Keeping your eyes closed and starting to feel the breath of continued deep breathing making its way down to the fingers and the toes. Being aware of a resonance, a vibration of energy in the fingertips and the toe tips. And then when you're ready, gently stretching every digit, widening palms and soles, maybe turning into wrists and ankles, and then maybe turning into shoulders, circling them one way and then the other. And then when you're ready, if you want to bring your arms up over your head, nice long body stretch. And open your eyes if you're ready to. You feeling okay?